20 common reasons why you're not losing weight. When you lose weight, your body fights back. You may be able to lose quite a lot of weight at first, without much effort. However, weight loss may slow down or stop altogether after a while. This article lists 20 common reasons why you're not losing weight. It also contains actionable tips on how to break through the plateau and get things moving again. 1. Maybe you are losing without realizing it. If you think you are experiencing a weight loss plateau, you shouldn't fret just yet. It is incredibly common for the scale not to budge for a few days or weeks at a time. This does not mean that you are not losing fat. Body weight tends to fluctuate by a few pounds. It depends on the foods you are eating, and hormones can also have a major effect on how much water your body retains, especially in women. Also, it is possible to gain muscle at the same time as you lose fat. This is particularly common if you recently started exercising. This is a good thing, as what you really want to lose is body fat, not just weight. It is a good idea to use something other than the scale to gauge your progress. For example, measure your waist circumference and body fat percentage once per month. Also, how well your clothes fit and how you look in the mirror can be very telling. Unless your weight has been stuck at the same point for more than 1 to 2 weeks, you probably don't need to worry about anything. Summary. A weight loss plateau may be explained by muscle gain, undigested food and fluctuations in body water. If the scale doesn't budge, you might still be losing fat. 2. You're not keeping track of what you're eating. Awareness is incredibly important if you are trying to lose weight. Many people don't have a clue how much they're really eating. Studies show that keeping track of your diet helps with weight loss. People who use food diaries or photograph their meals consistently lose more weight than people who don't. Summary: keeping a food diary can be helpful when you are trying to lose weight. 3. You're not eating enough protein. Protein is the single most important nutrient for losing weight. Eating protein at 25 to 30% of calories can boost metabolism by 80 to 100 calories per day and make you automatically eat several hundred fewer calories per day. It can also drastically reduce cravings and desire for snacking. This is partly mediated by protein's effects on appetite-regulating hormones, such as ghrelin and others. If you eat breakfast, be sure to load up on protein. Studies show that those who eat a high-protein breakfast are less hungry and have fewer cravings throughout the day. A high-protein intake also helps prevent metabolic slowdown, a common side effect of losing weight. Additionally, it helps prevent weight regain. Summary. Low protein intake may bring your weight loss efforts to a standstill. Make sure to eat plenty of protein-rich foods. 4. You're eating too many calories. A large number of people who have trouble losing weight are simply eating too many calories. You may think that this does not apply to you, but keep in mind that studies consistently show that people tend to underestimate their calorie intake by a significant amount. If you are not losing weight, you should try weighing your foods and tracking your calories for a while. Here are some helpful resources. Calorie calculator. Use this tool to figure out how many calories to eat. Calorie counters. This is a list of 5 free websites and apps that can help you keep track of your calorie and nutrient intake. Tracking is also important if you're trying to reach a certain nutrient goal, such as getting 30% of your calories from protein. This can be impossible to achieve if you're not tracking things properly. It is generally not necessary to count calories and weigh everything for the rest of your life. Instead, try out these techniques for a few days every few months to get a feel for how much you're eating. Summary. If your weight loss seems to have come to a standstill, it's possible you may be eating too much. People frequently overestimate their calorie intake. 5. You're not eating whole foods. Food quality is just as important as quantity. Eating healthy foods can improve your well-being and help regulate your appetite. These foods tend to be much more filling than their processed counterparts. Keep in mind that many processed foods labeled as health foods aren't really healthy. Stick to whole, single-ingredient foods as much as possible. Summary. Make sure to base your diet on whole foods. Eating too much processed food could ruin your weight loss success. 6. You're not lifting weights. One of the most important things you can do when losing weight is to do some form of resistance training, such as lifting weights. This can help you maintain muscle mass, which is often burned along with body fat if you are not exercising. Lifting weights can also help prevent metabolic slowdown and ensure that your body stays toned and muscular. Summary: strength training is an effective way to lose fat. It prevents the loss of muscle mass often associated with weight loss and helps maintain long-term fat loss. 7. You're binge eating even on healthy food. Binge eating is a common side effect of dieting. It involves rapidly eating large amounts of food, often much more than your body needs. This is a significant problem for many dieters. Some of them binge on junk food, while others binge on relatively healthy foods, including nuts, nut butters, dark chocolate, cheese, etc. Even if something is healthy, its calories still count. Depending on the volume, a single binge can often ruin an entire week's worth of dieting. Summary: if you frequently binge on food, it may explain why your scale doesn't seem to budge. 8. You're not doing cardio. Cardiovascular exercise, also known as cardio or aerobic exercise, is any type of exercise which increases your heart rate. It includes activities such as jogging, cycling and swimming. It is one of the most effective ways to improve your health. It is also very effective at burning belly fat, the harmful, visceral fat that builds up around your organs and causes disease. Summary: make sure to do cardio regularly. It helps you burn fat, especially around your midsection. Lack of exercise could be one reason for a weight loss plateau. 9. You're still drinking sugar. Sugary beverages are the most fattening items in the food supply. Your brain doesn't compensate for the calories in them by making you eat less of other foods. This isn't only true of sugary drinks like Coke and Pepsi, it also applies to healthier beverages like vitamin water, which are also loaded with sugar. Even fruit juices are problematic, and should not be consumed in large amounts. A single glass can contain a similar amount of sugar as several pieces of whole fruit. Summary: avoiding all sugary beverages is an excellent weight loss strategy. They often make up a significant portion of people's calorie intake. 10. You're not sleeping well. Good sleep is one of the most important factors for your physical and mental health, as well as your weight. Studies show that poor sleep is one of the single biggest risk factors for obesity. Adults and children with poor sleep have a 55% and 89% greater risk of becoming obese, respectively. Summary: lack of quality sleep is a strong risk factor for obesity. It could also hinder your weight loss progress. Visit the Leptitox official homepage. Read our full Leptitox reviews, leptitoxes.blogspot.com. Thanks for watching my video.